Hi, welcome to my podcast on our closest relatives. My name's Eugene Baugh, and I'm not a biologist. I'm not even a biology major. I'm not going to pretend like I'm an expert or anything like that. You certainly wouldn't catch me researching the differences between genomes in my free time. And I figure chances are you aren't an expert either. So I've tried to format my podcast with our collective non-expertise in mind. I've taken all the information I gathered on the topic, stripped it down to its most basic message, and then put that message in this podcast. And luckily for you, that message is really interesting. All life came from a single origin. Millions and millions and millions of years of evolution account for the differences that we see today. But if you trace that evolutionary line back far enough, you see that all life is related, even if it's only just to a small degree. Dogs, cats, mice, they're all related to you, although some more than others. So, which species is most similar to humans? Who is our closest relative? I looked into it and found that the most genetically similar to human species to ever walk the earth is the now extinct Neanderthal. How close? Scientists have compared the genomes of us and the Neanderthal and found that the two genomes were 99.5% the same. Wow. I've included some visual representations of just how small a 0.5% difference is. This high degree of similarity is due to the fact that our evolutionary lines diverged only 500,000 years ago, which is relatively recent on the grand scale of things. In fact, they are so close to us that there is a small movement to classify Neanderthal as a subspecies of human. Neanderthals had complex language, a structured society, used primitive technology to hunt, build, and cook, and were capable of higher level things that we normally only associate with humans, things like art and philosophy. There was a time when Neanderthal and human existed together and, as some theorize, even interbred. However, Neanderthals aren't around anymore, leading me to my next question. Which still living animal is our closest relative? I found that our closest living relative is the chimpanzee. There's been a lot of different studies by different groups on different chimpanzees, so when I tried to find a comparison of the genomes, I got a range of answers. However, the most generally accepted answer was that we and chimpanzee are 96% similar. For comparison, this means that a man and a chimp are more genetically similar than a rat and a mouse. Our evolutionary lines split some 6 million years ago, much further in the past compared to the Neanderthal, but again, recent on the grand scale of things. Dedicated researchers like the famous Jane Goodall have spent years living with chimpanzees, and as a result, created an extensive database of chimpanzee life and behavior. Chimps have a structured, hierarchical society, use primitive tools, demonstrate human emotional responses, such as empathy or aggression, and have high cognitive abilities. Chimps can be taught all sorts of things, even sign language. Some think that chimpanzees are so like humans that they should be classified under the same genus as us. So there you have it, our closest relatives. I don't know about you, but I find the similarities and the differences intriguing. If the genome between chimps and humans are 96% similar, then that 4% difference holds the answer to the question, what makes humans human?